here's how you can be the main character in your story and take back power and make your life your own. So everybody's been talking about main character energy a lot recently. I feel like it's almost become a trend, and I wanted to chime in on this as a mindset coach, as someone who really teaches people how to be a main character. I guess I never call it that because this is a sort of new terminology, but essentially what I'm doing is teaching people to be a main character in their own life, have a mindset that is strong and a great foundation to just succeed at every area of life. That is what I do as a mindset coach. But today's topic is an interesting one because I have a few tips for you guys to become a main character in your own life. And I think there's lots of different pieces of advice out there from many different personalities online, and I love that because different people can teach us so many different things. So I too wanted to make my own video and have my own perspective on this really fun topic. If you are new to my channel, then welcome to Temple of Sunshine on YouTube and templeofsunshine.com. Please do like this video and subscribe, it helps me out so very much. On this channel, I speak all about manifesting, law of attraction, improving your mindset, Taoism, spirituality, so many things all in that sort of realm. So if you are interested, like I said, please do subscribe. But let's not waste more time. Let's get straight into the video. I am in such a great mood today. I'm full of beans because I've got a veggie lasagna for lunch. And I don't know why I'm so excited for this. And this has something to do with the main character, right? I have started to romanticize so many things in my life, and in this pandemic I've really learned to slow down. I've learned to just calm down, not be out every night of the week. That doesn't always mean like doing anything crazy, but just like being out, trying to enjoy my life, my youth. Like I've calmed down so much, and I find such great joy in just cooking myself a nice meal, or you know, doing my skincare, or just reading and just being quiet by myself. And that is also main character energy. And if I'm so excited about making a lasagna and eating it, you can romanticize every small bit of your life. Doesn't matter how boring you think it is, because to someone else, making a lasagna might be the most boring thing. For me right now, it is super exciting. So, this is one of the key points I want to make. We're getting straight into the topic today. One of the key points I want to make about becoming the main character is, first of all, realizing that the main character is not this big, special thing that you need to achieve. It is not something that you need to become. You already are it. Think about all the different films you've watched. Think about things like Perks of Being a Wallflower all the way up to Wolf of Wall Street, or, I don't know, Napoleon Dynamite, and at the same time the Titanic, right? All different types of films with very different vibes and characters. I do not think any of the main characters in those films should be viewed differently when you're thinking about how you can become a main character. There are times in your life where you will feel like the Wolf of Wall Street. There's times in your life where you'll feel like Napoleon Dynamite, right? You know? And that's normal. Romanticizing your life as it already is one of the key things to becoming a main character, but also, guys, it's gonna help you manifest, because the more you get excited about your life the way it already is, the more you start to appreciate how things already are without it changing or being glamorous or having something huge and exciting happening every day, the more you're going to be content and appreciative of life today. We all know that gratitude is a huge catalyst for manifestation. Manifestation comes when we are already so grateful. We have our arms spread out, hands spread out, ready for blessings. And that usually comes from gratitude. We show the universe that when we are content with our life today, that we deserve more because we are just so appreciative of anything the universe gives us. Come from a place of gratitude for your life already. Be excited to go make a lasagna at lunch. Be excited to go walk your dog. Be excited to take a trip to the post office to do some mundane, I don't know, chore or errand, sorry. Be excited to just go to the supermarket. There will be highs in your life where you're excited for a really big day. Like, I don't know, maybe you've just launched your business and you've got a launch party. Maybe you're getting married, it's your wedding day. There will be highlights, but the whole exciting thing about main character energy is feeling like the main character on every single day, even every day when nothing exciting is happening. really mundane things, that's when you really become the main character, when you just appreciate daily things and you make them exciting. One of my favorite things to do, and one of my favorite affirmations around this, which you will find in my affirmation card deck, available on templeofsunshine.com. There's 25 of these, and I don't have them in my hands right now, but one of my favorite affirmations from that deck is, every day I'm excited for my life. And I get excited every single day for my life because there's not always something special planned that day. There's not always something huge planned that day, but I'm excited to live my life. I have almost won the life lottery. I live in a country where there's democracy. I have freedom. I have internet. I have a stable income. I have a roof over my head. Like, I'm already winning. So I should just be excited for my life already, even if my amazing, huge goals haven't been reached yet, you know? Enjoying things today as they are, that's main character energy. When you see the main character in a film, you do see them in their day-to-day life. You do see them get on with their everyday life. And to them, you know, that's just normal. Whether it's a big, exciting activity or not, to them, that's normal. So start to just appreciate what's normal in your life is my first point. And that will bring you more manifestations out of sheer gratitude. Number 2 is working on your mindset and literally falling in love with yourself. Main characters in films don't always love themselves, I understand, but being the main character in your own film, which is your life, requires self-love. And I take a very different view on self-love in general. It is not bath bombs, it is not face masks for me, although that is very nice and that is a very lovely self-care routine, which is implemented in loving yourself. Self-love to me is literally realizing that I am my own best friend. I am a really funny, lovable, kind person who I like being around. I listen to Marissa Peer audios relentlessly, right? When I go on my walks, I will link actually in the description below this Marissa Peer meditation, and I just listen to it on my walks, about self-confidence, self-esteem, self-love. And it works because in the last 3 months, I have more than ever worked so hard on self-esteem, self-respect, self-love. I've always had quite a high sort of self-respect, but sometimes that's come out of pride or ego. What I've never done is really just honored myself, made myself the main character. So what I've learned to do is focus on myself. What do I want to do? What do I want to get on with today? Not what's right or what is expected of me by my employer, society, my family. No, what do I want to do? What would make me happy in the next 5 to 10 minutes? Obviously, you've got to rein it in sometimes. Sometimes certain things that would make us happy are maybe destructive or hurtful to others. What would make me happy that is actually genuinely going to make my higher self happy as well? Sometimes, guys, it is meditating. Sometimes it is cooking a healthy meal and being good to myself, but sometimes it's vegging out in front of the couch and watching TV. Sometimes it's just playing Sims for 12 hours that day and not moving. I'm not gonna lie to you, like it fluctuates. Some days I just want to do nothing. Some days I want to do a workout, yoga, walk, you know, get in fresh air, eat a salad, have a green juice. Like, it fluctuates, and it's just honoring that, telling myself that I love myself and talking to myself in a way that other people who love me a lot talk to me. This is really key. My self-talk has completely changed. I talk to myself the way I talk to my best friends or my very loved ones or even my boyfriend. Like, the way I talk to someone who can do no wrong in my eyes. The way I talk to someone who I truly love and only feel love for. That's how I've started to talk to myself. I'm always so harsh on myself. Whenever I don't reach a goal, whenever I don't do something perfectly, I'm always like, this is so typical of you, you lazy oaf. And then what I do when this happens, I ask myself, would I say this to my best friend? Would I say this to my boyfriend? Would I say this to my mum? And the answer is always no. And I almost feel a little sick that I would even consider saying such a thing to my loved ones. And then I flip it around to me and I'm like, okay, so if I wouldn't say it to all those people that I love, why would I say it to myself? Because I love myself. I respect myself. And, you know, for those of you who are further on your spiritual journey and believe that you are the universe or you are God within, you know, you're a manifestation of God or the universe. For those of you who believe that, imagine the disrespect you're giving the universe or God or any sort of energetic intelligence that you believe is out there. Imagine being so disrespectful to that entity. So why would you say that to yourself, you know? And that's a tip for those of you a bit further on your spiritual journey. But in general, why would you be mean to yourself when you would never say that to someone you love? Love yourself. Number 3, main characters or main character energy to me is leaving a situation where you are not respected or is not for your highest good. This might mean cutting off certain friends. This might mean maybe separating yourself lightly from friends that you don't want to cut off maybe. This might mean changing your habits. Maybe it is, I don't know, drinking less. Maybe it is missing out certain social occasions because you got to work on your dreams or you got to go to the gym. I don't know what this might mean to you, but this does mean sometimes choosing discipline or choosing your goals and your future and things you're working towards over temporary or, you know, over temporary things that may bring you initial joy but aren't really doing anything in the long run. This doesn't always have to involve other people and missing outings or social gatherings. This could simply just mean stop scrolling on Instagram and TikTok for hours on end before bed and just read a book. That's actually going to make you sleepy, and it's also probably better for your brain. This could also just mean choosing to eat, you know, one healthier meal out of the 3 that you eat in a day. This could mean going on a walk instead of sitting there, you know, doing nothing and being bored and once again just scrolling on your phone. It doesn't matter how you wish to take this point in. Sometimes it is more important to choose what's going to be better for you in the long run than what's going to feel good only temporarily for now, and you're probably going to regret later. Take this advice how you want to, but I believe main character energy is putting your bigger goals first and reminding yourself that consistency is key. I learned a quote recently from Stephen Bartlett, Diary of the CEO podcast. This is where I heard it. He said, when you're working really intensely on something, it means that you haven't been consistent. And that's why you're having to work almost overtime on something to balance everything out. And that's not good. Consistency is sort of small amounts of hard work each day for your bigger goal. That doesn't mean you're working around the clock and exhausting yourself, causing burnout. It just means that you're doing enough each day to get where you really want to be. And you can do this. You got this. Just one small thing every day towards your goal can help. This consistency can help build a habit. That is main character energy for me. Final point. This is not the most spiritual of all points I've ever made, but this helps me. Feeling presentable. I'm not talking about looking good or focusing too much on your appearance. What I'm talking about is, especially when working from home, especially when doing sort of online school or whatever you're doing, get changed, get dressed, brush those teeth, brush that hair. For a lot of us, this is just normal, but for a lot of us, we feel really unmotivated and we just don't do basic sort of hygiene or self-care. And I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, get up and make yourself feel like a normal human being. You will feel 10 times more productive and motivated to do things when you've got up, changed your clothes, made your bed, you know, taken care of your personal hygiene and self, and you will honestly feel like you're ready for the workday. We used to feel so much better going into the office because we were dressed for work. We were ready and presentable. We don't have that right now. And I have fallen in the trap at the beginning of the pandemic last year in March of just being a slob, and I'd felt no ounce of motivation to do anything. Since I've been getting up and getting ready for my day in comfortable clothing, obviously because I'm at home, I'm so much more productive. I'm so much more of the main character. This also means that if I'm popping out of the house to go to the supermarket or just get a coffee, mundane activities, I'm feeling so much better about myself. I'm not feeling gross. You know, I'm not feeling like, oh, you know, I just want to run in, get my coffee, hopefully no one sees me. I'm feeling good about myself. I walk with confidence because, you know, I'm not always looking great. I don't always have makeup on, but I've taken care of myself today and I already feel so much better than had I not taken care of myself today. That's been really helping me. That's been getting me going. If you enjoyed this video about becoming a main character and you are going to implement any of these tips, or if you have any that you want to share yourself, actually put those in the comments, then please do like this video and please do subscribe to my channel. It helps me out so very much. As always, see you on the next upload. Love you guys loads.